Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Rushali Rani Khan. I'm a dermatologist, and today, on the occasion of World Psoriasis Day, I'm going to debunk some myths about psoriasis. Now, before debunking the myths about psoriasis, let us understand what psoriasis is. Now, psoriasis is actually a multifactorial, a multi-system affecting autoimmune disease, okay, that can affect not just your skin but also your nails, your joints, and sometimes even your internal organs. Okay, uh, world over it affects around 4 to 10% of the world population. In India, however, the incidence is a little less. It's around 2 to 2.5% of the entire population. Now, let us go to debunking the myths about psoriasis. Myth number one: psoriasis is contagious. Now, for this, you have to first understand why psoriasis happens in the first place. Now, in a normal person, the shedding time of your epidermis, of the superficial layer of your skin, is around 21 to 28 days. In a psoriatic patient, because of the altered immune function, this shedding time becomes 4 to 5 days. Now, because of this, a lot of the shed epidermis keeps on accumulating on the skin in the form of layers. Additionally, there's also dilatation of blood vessels, which causes a lot of redness around the lesion, and the altered immune function gives it a lot of itching. Now just imagine if it were to be contagious. So if my scale were supposed to fall on you and you were supposed to contract the disease, that would absolutely be impossible, because you need to have an altered immune function and a lot of underlying metabolic factors to have psoriasis, and not just passing on my scale to other. Why I'm talking about it? I have heard my patients coming and telling me that psoriatic patients are not allowed in swimming pools because they feel that, oh, there's some scale which can come in the water and it can affect the other people and pass it on to other people. So this knowledge that psoriasis is not contagious is very important. Second myth: psoriasis is because of bad hygiene. So now this advice, this insensitive advice, goes to a lot of my psoriatic patients who got scalp psoriasis. That, you got so much of flakiness on your scalp. Why don't you try this shampoo? This is a better shampoo than what you're currently using. So why don't you try this? Scalp psoriasis is not because of bad hygiene. In fact, any psoriasis is not because of bad hygiene. It is just an underlying altered immune function which is causing the psoriasis. The third myth that is commonly present is it affects only adults. No, it doesn't affect only adults. In fact, childhood psoriasis is a very well established identity. Also, it doesn't have a lot of genetic or racial, that only Caucasians are going to have psoriasis, only Hispanics are going to have psoriasis. No, psoriasis affects everyone world over, all genetic population that affects. Okay. Now, fourth myth: psoriasis only affects the skin. No, psoriasis can affect your nails, can affect your joints. It can also affect some internal organs like the liver. In the nails, you can see it as tiny pits to actual destruction of nails deep enough till it reaches your bone. It can affect your joints. Psoriatic arthritis is a very well established medical condition. Like how you have rheumatoid arthritis, is also something called as psoriatic arthritis, which need proper medical management. Fifth myth maybe: all kinds of psoriasis is the same. There's only those flaky, itchy, patchy lesions which are present everywhere on the body. That's the only kind of psoriasis. No, there are various kinds of psoriasis. There's something called as pustular psoriasis, where you have tiny pustule lesions. They could be widespread on your entire body, present as grouped small pustules, or they could be also present only on the nail, right? Then there is something called as erythrodermic psoriasis, where the psoriasis is present everywhere on the body. You will not see any kind of flakiness or scales, but you'll see a lot of redness and a lot of peeling skin. Okay, so erythrodermic psoriasis, plaque psoriasis, pustular psoriasis, there are a lot of different kinds of skin psoriasis also. Now, now another myth: psoriasis is not treatable. Now, this is not entirely a myth. What you have to understand is 15 to 20% of all patients who have psoriasis might naturally go into remission spontaneously on their own with treatment or without treatment. Unfortunately, it is 80% who still tend to have a relapse of the psoriasis. So it is not curable, but it is definitely treatable. Another myth that psoriasis is completely cured by alternative forms of medicine. With due respect to all alternative forms of medicine, what you have to understand that it is very difficult for any branch of medicine to completely eliminate the altered immune function quality of your own skin. It is very difficult to change that. So most of the times whether it is allopathy, homeopathy, Ayurveda, Unani, all kinds of medicine, we are able to control the disease substantially, but curing it cannot be attributed to one pathi. Okay? Psoriasis is preventable. That's another myth people have, that if I'm going to restrict the salt in my diet, if I'm going to quit alcohol, if I'm going to quit smoking, if I'm going to achieve weight reduction, I will not get psoriasis. So yes, these all four things, these are the risk factors for psoriasis. If you have psoriasis and if you have these risk factors, if you eliminate them from your life, your intensity of psoriasis, your severity of psoriasis will reduce, but it is not going to prevent you from acquiring psoriasis. So there's a risk factor and there is a cause factor. So these are risk factors. Okay. Now, okay, there's another myth which says that sun is going to make your psoriasis better. Now, both ways it works. Sun can also make your psoriasis better and sun can also worsen your psoriasis. So it varies from person to person. So yeah, that's it from my side about psoriasis. The reason why I am talking about psoriasis today, on National Psoriasis Day, is one, for all of those who have psoriasis, understand that it's not the end of the world. I know it's a embarrassing, it's a stigmatic condition, but this is no different than any other chronic medical condition, say like asthma or a diabetes. Just because it is on the skin, you shouldn't feel bogged down by its presence. For those who don't have psoriasis and who are watching this video, understand that 1 in 50 person is having psoriasis. So you having knowledge about it and developing empathy, not sympathy, empathy for someone who has psoriasis will actually makes you a better person than it helping the psoriatic person. That's it from my side. Thank you everyone. Take care. Stay indoors.